shoveling snow in shorts because Cleveland's like stupid cold.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you doing? Are you crazy?" I'm like, "It's not that bad." And she's like, "It's snowing." I'm like, "It's still not that bad." I think it was about her first couple weeks in Cleveland. She got what we call the gust off the lake, that lake effect.
The lake
It hit
effect,
her. It hit her, and she stopped where she was at, and she looked at me. She goes, "I get it now. I totally get it. That's cold." I'm like, "Welcome to Ohio. Welcome to Cleveland."
I love it. I love it. We are live with the QLZ Green Room. We're having a great discussion. I decided we're just going to go with it. I am Mo Lightning. He's talking about Cleveland because that's where AKC still considers home. That's where, of course, he was a part of Mushroomhead, Killer's Confession, New Tune Remember. You're digging it here on the QLZ airwaves. And if you're digging this conversation, you're digging what he does, go ahead, leave a comment, leave a question, interact with us because we are live. I got to say, your fans are passionate. And I can even go back 20 years with this story.
Yes.
Where I grew up in a small town, Port Clinton, Ohio. And my first job in radio was in Cleveland. And I ended up getting some radio gigs out there. And people were like, "Oh, you going to work the Mushroomhead show?" And I'd only been there like in 2000. So, I was so new. I'm like, "Who's Mushroomhead?" And I swore like I was going to lose my head. Your fans are passionate. And then
That's the thing.
Firsthand.
And it's just like with the Browns and the Indians and Ohio State. Ohio is passionate about theirs, and they don't care that if they take a grass on you. And I tell people, it's like that's why Cleveland was the city you sent radio bands through. If they could get through it, they're going to succeed because those are the toughest fans in the world. But I'll tell you right now too, Cleveland is the most loving fans. I mean, if you get them, God bless you, man. It's like you've got an army. Like Cleveland is its own thing, and I love Cleveland for that. I mean, and I say it all the time. It's like Cleveland was a city that built me. It wasn't, when I lived in Carolina and stuff like that. It was like, well, that was your home. It was like, yeah, that was where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
But my birth in music and just development and the first place that was to truly embrace me, Cleveland, all the way. And I'll never take that away. That's why, it's like living in Florida now. Cleveland's still home. Like when AKC does a home show, it's not here in Florida. It's in Ohio. It's in Cleveland. That's where home is. It's where the first AKC shows happened. It's where, it's like our biggest fan base is right there in the 216. And I have no problems with that at all.
The Mushroomhead Halloween show, the annual event, people would come from states around to be a part of this. The fans are passionate.
It was amazing. I mean, everybody thinks I have beef, and I don't, man. But it's like I look back on it, it's like that was some amazing stuff we did, and some amazing. It was just like that show alone, the production we would put into it to do it. Nobody really realizes what was going on behind the scenes. It was an amazing night, man. I remember one time we had all the zombies on stage. We had gunners they were in high positions. Like they built the stage like a war zone with zombies, roaming, people roaming. And I remember grabbing hold of them. They had chains. I got House and Becky and House damn near ripped my arm off with the chain. And I had to jerk it back. He's like, "Oh, you're killing me." I said, "You're about to break my arm." He's like, "Oh, lighten up. You lighten up." But we were both in the moment, and there's a great picture of those guys with me with them on the chains. I don't know where it's at, but it's an amazing picture from that night. But that you're right, the Halloween show. I mean, it's just it's a Cleveland staple. If you're playing Halloween in Cleveland, I feel for you. You don't want to go against Mushroomhead. Mushroomhead knows what they're doing.
No, you do not. No, you do not. Now, they're passionate back then. They're passionate for you now. Why do you think that is? Like, when I told people that you were going to be in the QLZ Green Room, they were excited. This wasn't like, "Oh, cool." No, this was like tone and mood changed into, "I must watch." Like, what is that? Well, how do you do it?
Well, I think first, it's a cult fan base. And then I'm not calling them crazy or anything like that. But we draw And with the Killer's Confession, same way, we draw a certain mentality of listener and audience, and this is a good thing because it's like these people are passionate about what they love, and they're all about showing you that, and it's like they become family. Like we've actually named them with a Killer's Confession the AKC Army. It's like this. If I got an issue, I'll just send the Army after you. And trust me, you do not want them after you. Like these people are ruthless, and the Mushroomhead fans, the Shroomheads are the same way, man. It's like, and I think it's just the even with Mushroomhead, it's the lyrics and what we were talking about that draws this certain type of individual, and it's a good thing. I like it. I think I think they're amazing individuals, and I wouldn't give them up for nothing. Like that's me. No.
There are some bands that will try, or some musicians that have the world of talent, but they just can't seem to find the right spot, the right fit, find that connection. You seem to have gotten it right off the bat. That's something special, my friend.
Well, I'm me. And I'm going to quote Steve Austin, like Stone Cold.
Okay.
He said this best. And anybody can take this in any line of work you do. Be yourself. Turn it on 10, but be you, because they'll smell the BS a mile away. Be you and approach them like you want to approach them. Be who you want to be. Be you, and they'll respect that. And you'll get a tighter because it makes them feel like they know you. It's like, and I've always said this. I've always wanted our fans to feel like I'm just the neighbor next door when you do see me. You can walk up, you can say hello, you can do this, and I'm not going to snub you. Like, trust me, my wife and I have been at Walmart many times, and she starts giggling because she can hear them coming, and she knows that she's like, I'll meet you at milk, you know. She knows I'm gonna go. I'm gone, and it's one of those things. It's just like I've never shunned it. I've never ran away from it. But at the same time, now I get spotted more because I took the makeup off and I took the mask off, and people really know what I look like. Back in the day, it was a super hardcore fan. So I remember one time shopping for diapers, and I was at Walmart in the Steelyard.
I like where this is going already.
This is funny, and it is me by myself. I'm like half out of it. We have been recording an album, and I got a text like, "Hey, go get this. We need baby food and this that." And I'm like, all right. And I'm pushing the cart, and all I hear is and then hiding and giggling behind something. And I keep walking, and I just hear them. They're following me, and they're talking about it. And I stop, and I'm just like, come on out. I'll give you an autograph now, just if you'll just let me go get this, because I'm going to be embarrassed with what I'm buying. You know, it's like I'm buying diapers and baby food. My wife said it, tampons. And these are the things you don't want to get spotted shopping for in your spare time, you know, because people are always like, you know, especially Mushroomhead, they had this like aura of like the character. And so like, if you're buying normal stuff, it's weird too. It's like, so what are you going to do with that 12-pack of Coke? Oh, I'm going to drink it.
They were smart. One of them would have picked up some baby food or some diapers and had you sign that so they can say, hey, look what I got.
Yeah, that would. But I remember just hearing them. You know, I could hear their footsteps because it was late night and there was nobody in the store. And I was like, oh my God, they're following me. And I just kept walking, and I'd hear them, and they would hear me stop and start turning around. They'd go hide behind. I'm like, come out, I'll sign whatever. You know, it's like, don't be this way. It's just I'm trying to get some stuff for my kids real quick.
You're nicer than I would have been. I would have like taken them all around the store. I would have like started walking backwards to see what they did. I would have had fun with it.
Oh man, no, I was too done. I was just like, man, I want to get home. I'm tired because I think we were in Streetsboro that night. We were recording with Bill Korecki, and I got it was just a late night text. Hey, on your way home, can you stop and pick this up? And that's what I did. And, you know, it was just like one of them things. Like, oh my God.
That's funny. Chris wants to know, or Chris says that he's seen Mushroomhead at Boondocks, a fantastic show. Wants to know music on the way from you, Waylon, which of course we know about A Killer's Confession.
Well, you got to remember spinning right now. We just dropped another track called Light to Darkness, and on the 30th of this month, you get a brand new track called Trapped Inside. And for every 30 days after that, there will be a new AKC song dropping for the rest of the year. We're dropping a song every month, and I'm going to tell you, it's never going to stop. This is how the industry's going. I'm just going to drop a song every 30 days. I've got enough to get through the year. I'm already starting writing next year's music, and we're off to the races. So like we're just doing what they call a waterfall release, and it's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going.
So at any point, are these going to be collected into a more typical like LP, or is this just single after single?
Well, they will, and we'll make a small amount of collector CDs. And I'm just going to state this on behalf of the car industry. And when was the last time you used a brand new car CD player?
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's just a thing of the and I love a CD. I love the art. I used to see it at Best Buy and midnight sale and get myself some stuff. It's just a thing of the past, and we buy those. And we put them on the table for A to get signed and for that real collector. But it's like the physical product's just kind of a thing. It's like, okay, we'll do the end of it. But no, it's just song after song after song after song. It's just the way it's going. It's like if you watch people's attention spans, I got to compete with Joe Rogan and, podcast. How do you do that as a musician? You don't. You can't. I was like, I'm sorry. It's like everybody would love me to write a song a day, but it would be Mary Had a Little Lamb. It wouldn't be that good.
Can you do that, please? Can you?
No, man. Corn done did it with Chutes and Ladders. I'd be ripping them off.
They only did a snippet. You could do like the whole thing, turn it into an 18-minute
I would epic. Do the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can mind that.
But it's just the industry's changed. Times have changed. It's a more social media driven situation. And I mean, granted, we'll still do these singles that go to radio and stuff like that. But it's just like we're just moving forward, and hip hop artists do it, and it's just becoming a more common thing. And at the end of it, we'll put it all together, release all of it under the CD through the DPSs and stuff, and then make a physical product, like probably maybe 500 CDs and 500 vinyls, and that's it. And off to the races on next, because as soon as that drops, 30 days later, I will release another song to the next. Like it will just, there'll be no break.
I love it. I love that idea, knowing it's keep coming. And if more artists start doing that, especially in the rock world, oh my God, it's got a great time to be a rock fan.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I do not want my fans to wait, but I'm already a year ahead. So it's like, this is not something that cannot, that's unattainable, you know? And thank God I don't hate my job, because if I hated writing songs, I would be screwed.
Especially right now. I mean, touring's coming back to life little by little. We're getting there. But the last year, what else have you had to do, right? Write music.
Well, I dropped The Indifference of Good Men right when COVID started. Like I dropped it that October. And then by February, we're like, well, what's really going on? It's like we had to work, and like everything started slowing down. And I had a tour booked with Call Me Christ and King 810, and that was just like, nope, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. And then, I'm sitting on an album that I've never toured, and it's like, well, what do you do? Write another album. And that's what I did.
Just keep going. That's awesome. Well, let's stick with just the pandemic theme for a moment here. Obviously, you haven't been able to do the touring. You haven't been able to get that live experience. We love it as fans. What does the live experience mean to you?
It's a personal experience for each person. It is for me.
Mm-hmm.
My wife can vouch for me. I remember I have Jeopardy smart. I'm stupid Jeopardy smart. I remember the dumbest things that anybody could like. I mean, I remember like this weird person making weird faces in a Rick and Morty shirt, and me sitting there stopping the show and being like, "Are you having a good time?" And they're like, yeah. I'm like, why don't you remind your face? I remember dumb stuff like that. And it's just that personal experience that, it's like with the live feeds and the live shows on the internet, you just don't get that. And so that's why you've not seen A Killer's Confession do it yet. And you won't. I will not give away. I won't be able to perform in front of a camera with no audience. It's just going to be weird. you know, it'll just feel like a studio session. And, you know, it's like, what's the fun in that, man? I like to be able to get in somebody's face and be like, hey, Emmett, come here. Let me tell you a little secret. And then go back. Like, I want to be able to do that kind of stuff. I want to be able to get in their faces. I want to be able to thank them personally for allowing me to follow my dream. I mean, that's what, in a live event, it said, it's an event. It's you planned your whole week. It's like, oh, Friday, man, I'm going to go see Fear Factory and Mushroomhead, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to get so drunk, I'm not going to remember myself till Monday. And it was an experience. Like, and people know what I'm talking about. Like, you work your ass off all week for this night to go see your favorite band, and you get out every bit of aggression and just. How do you replace that? You can't. You cannot replace that feeling. And the closer we can get back to that, the happier I'll be. Because that's what needs to get to me.
I hope people pay attention to that. Everything that you just said right there, because for you to have this experience, for you to be able to remember names and faces, that should get people excited that it's not just a memory for them and it's just another city for you. It's another memory for you as well. And if that doesn't get butts in seats, if that doesn't get people by the railing, I don't know what will.
I don't know what will either, man. And it's like, it's all about the experience to me. And it's like, trust me, I hate touring. Like, I hate the drives, but I absolutely love the moments. Like, and like my wife will tell you, she talks me out of retirement as soon as somebody says tour, and I'm like, I don't want to drive.
I'm done.
I don't want to do it. It's like, I've been doing, and she's talking me off the ledge, but she goes, you know, you love that hour, and I'm like, yeah, shut up, I do love it. And it's just one of those things, man. It's a love-hate relationship. But I mean, like even my wife, like she goes on the road and she works merch. She's getting the memories. She gets it when I'm talking about it. She's like, oh yeah, I get it. Because I've been sober for 4 years, and like my memory bank is just like, I am a people watching person. Like, I want to watch people mess up. Like, I'm serious. Like, I am my own hidden camera television. I'm just like, yeah, he just went to the bathroom. Oh, look at Drunky over here. He's going to go hit on his girl. Like, I am watching the whole time and laughing. I like going to a mall, buying a cookie, and watching people just sitting there. You might call me creepy, but you watch TikToks and you're doing the same thing, just on a different level. They're acting. I am catching it in its natural form. And I will sit there and just watch people and laugh, because people are amazing. And people just don't give themselves enough credit for how funny they actually are.
You're absolutely correct on that one there. I think the creepy level is determined by exactly what stores you're sitting in front of, people watching. It's like, if you're in front of like Annie Ann's Pretzels, you're okay. But if you're in front of Victoria's Secret.
No, man, I like to go and stand in front of like FYE and sit in front of FYE or any like kid area where the dads get stuck. Where like, okay, you got the wife had left them with the kid. I like going there and watch dads getting frustrated. I love watching kids trying to like I love going to like Hot Topic or Spencer's and just sitting there and be like, okay. All right, I wouldn't have wore that, but okay, you know, it's like, I'm totally like just love watching. But I also like go like sitting near a bathroom, like near a food court. Like, you go in that hall, and how many people you catch running because they caught something from the Chinese restaurant and they're trying to get it out. Like, that is the funniest stuff in the world. Like, are funny. Like, hearing them just the whole way down the hall, letting it go, trying to get there in time. That's just, you know, you can't put a price tag on that.
I see some sort of a killer's confession, secret hidden video reality show coming.
You probably could, man, because I mean, I'm serious. Like, I will watch, and it's like, it's just the dumbest stuff that I'm just like, I find humor in, because it's like, we all suffer from it. You know, it's like, I want to see if people suffer the same way I do over the simple stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, it goes to show me that we're all the same. We all got our lives. We all got our ups and our downs. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to like everyday problems, we all suffer from them. We straight up do it. And my thing is like, Do you react like I do? That's my. It's like I'm totally doing a scientific, experiment, making sure that I'm okay. That okay, my reactions are right. Let's see how they react.
Okay, justifiable. Okay, I get that. We got a great suggestion here. Waylon's hidden camera confessions.
Oh yes, we could totally do that. Waylon's hidden camera confessions. It would be awesome.
That would be outstanding. I go to Vegas every single year, at least once. And people ask, what do you do there all the time? I'm not a huge gambler. I'm not a huge drinker. So those are out. But I love the people watching for all of the same reasons that you just mentioned.
Exactly. God. And I was like, I love to go to theme parks too and watching people watching there. I love doing that. But it's gotten bad over the years. Like, I don't understand it. Okay. Average ticket to a theme. Okay, let's take Universal. It's $250 to get tickets to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be damned if I'm gonna spend all day after spending $250 doing this. Next time you go, watch. I like my wife will tell you my phone will live in the crack of the couch as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if it rings. Good. If it don't. Oh, well, I am not that interested in your drama or your social media feed or I'm not interested in that at all. And I get my wife to put her stuff up and she starts looking and she goes, you're right. She goes, nobody is looking at everything that and Universal has spent millions of dollars of putting all this little hidden gems everywhere.
Yeah.
You will pay attention to see. And everybody's too busy selfies and TikTok videos, and it's like, you can actually have a good time without that little square box. It's like you put it in the locker, just put it in there, and go eat something funny, and see if you can crop dust somebody, and just watch the ring. See how it happens. See this, like you create your own mayhem, because that's good. So get in a tight corner and let one go. And just see who gets blamed.
What you should do if you enjoy that, go to a Comic-Con, any Comic-Con, because crop dusting is way too prevalent there.
my wife just looked up. She goes, "How did we get into this?" You're laughing, don't you? She heard crop dusting. She goes, "I know what that is. I know what a crop dust is. That's terrible. That's mean. Who are we doing it to?"
That's you and tour van.
That's me in the tour van. She said.
Okay, all right.
I think flatulence is hilarious. It's like the most basic instinct of humor. Like it's like every comedian starts with fart jokes, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, if you can't get that, you can't. Like working in Cleveland, if you can't make it happen, it's not going to work for you.
Exactly. But I don't know. It's just like I guess I'm just. I guess I'm into a simpler life now, and it's like I'm not really big into the technology anymore. I used to be. Like, no, get me wrong. I love my video games. I got a PS5. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got the most high-tech console I can get. But at the end of the day, there's a power button, and I don't live on it. And that's the thing. I've gotten to the point where I do a walk on the beach and to enjoy being 6 feet above ground and being thankful that I'm alive. And this amazing planet we live on. I mean, really, we do. And it's like I love, like my wife will tell you, I love animals. I don't know what it is. Like you show me a dog, an alligator, an elephant. It don't matter what animal it is. I'm like, well, what is that? Ooh, you're cute.
Let me see it. Let me hear it.
And I like that all started when I went to Australia and I seen my first platypus.
Okay.
Cutest animal on the planet.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding. I thought it was gonna be big, like a beaver, and this little bitty thing just comes swimming across. I'm like, and they're like, "There it is, mate." And I'm like, "What? That's it? I want one." And they're like, "No, it's poisonous." I'm like, "What? It's poisonous?" Like, yeah, you didn't even know that, did you?
No.
Platypus is poisonous. It's got the male has a spur on his back foot, and it will mess you up. Like, go look. Yeah, watch after this interview. You're gonna go look that up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing it right now.
Fact check that. But I do, and that's I'm all about animals and just I don't know. I don't know if I'm just turning into my dad the older I get and just like appreciating nature and all that good stuff. But, I'm just finding that there's better things in my phone.
I don't think there's any fault there. I think it's good to be able to live life, enjoy life, fart on people on Twitch Live.
Aaron McFadden, hell, he farted on me on Twitch Live. Aaron's a really good friend of mine, and that is no lie. I did. He told me to do it that way, so I pointed my head that way and let it go that way.
So nobody is safe. While if you go to a Killer's Confession concert, you will have memories for life. Unfortunately, one of them may involve flatulence.
Yes, it might. But that's the thing. It's like, nobody's safe. I'll just let it go. I've gotten old. I can blame I'm senile. I'll be like, I have Alzheimer's. I didn't even realize I did that. Your name, Jimmy?
I am okay doing the video interview right now, not being in the same airspace as you. I mean that with the most respect and love possible. But what about people that have their phones up the whole time at concerts? What do you think about that?
Hey, if you turn that to the left or the right a little bit, you can see in 4K. Hey, move across. You can see in 4K by yourself. Actually, it's in 3D. 3D 4K, son. It's all right to get a video, but I mean, just the whole time, it's like, watch. I know you're trying to like preserve and show your friends in the future, and that's cool. But take that moment to soak in what we're trying to give to you. I don't care if you record a little bit, but don't sit there for an hour. It's like, trust me, you'll have a better memory here. Because I'll tell you, I went and seen Black Sabbath in '96, and I remember every moment from that concert. There was no cell phones. There was no anything. I was on hallucinogens.
And you still remember everything. That's right. I remember
every moment of it. I remember ended up in the Pantera pit. And buddy of mine, I was young. I was pretty dumb back then. But I like, hey, come here, Waylon, stick your tongue out. I'll see you later. Okay, what were he doing? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize what he had done or he gave me until I'm sitting there, hey, doing this. And I remember ended up in the Pantera pit being like, this is like a hurricane. And just every time in the middle of it, out of my mind. And Black Sabbath comes on. And I didn't really have a lot of money in those days, and I was sitting in the lawn, and they had laser lights. And this the first year Bill Ward had come back with them. Okay. And and Ozzy had did his set. Pantera had played. Rob Zombie had played. Man, I think Slayer was there. I'm trying to remember everybody. Cold Chamber. Okay. Earth Crisis. I mean, there was a bunch of just like awesome bands.
That's a heavy hitting lineup, yeah.
Oh yeah, super heavy hitting lineup. It's just awesome. And I remember sitting there and Black Sabbath come on. They started doing the laser lights. By this point, we are where they say peaking, and I was tired and I was just like out of my mind. And I'm sitting with my buddies and we're sitting actually on a bench because they like in North Carolina. They have like these benches like you can sit on up there, like kind of like bleachers.
Okay.
And the grass is behind you. And I'm sitting there. And this all I could do just sit there and watch because I was just entranced by the music. Yeah. And this one laser light kept shooting above my head and hitting a wall behind me. And every time it happened, and my bass player JP can actually back this up. He was sitting beside him. He laughed. Because every time it would go, your head would just be like that. If it machine gun, it's just like what's going on. And I remember that concert like it was yesterday, and it was over 20 years ago.
And it wouldn't be the same to be like, whoa.
No, it's just like I remember just seeing stuff in the lasers and just being just. Oh my God, that was a great concert. It was a great concert. Drugs are bad, okay, but that was a great concert.
Concerts help with memories. That's the point he's trying to make.
It is. I mean, I ain't perfect. I said I've been sober for 4 years. Doesn't mean I can't tell you about an LSD trip I took when I was 18.
Absolutely. Well. I'm glad that you're sober. I mean, congrats on that. I know there were some health issues as well, but
yes, we're getting through all that.
You're legit happy, healthy, having fun, and that's winning at life.
Well, when you have your life put in front of you like I have, and you know the damage you've done, and I take a lot of blame for that. I did not treat my body correctly. I just quit smoking. I'm vaping, but I haven't had a cigarette in over 2 months.
Nice, congrats.
And I'm trying to take things more seriously. But at the same time, when your life is thrown at you, you stop and you appreciate the 24 hours you're in. I don't plan any further past the 24 hours that I'm at right now. And I'm just going to make the most of it. I'm going to have the most fun I can possibly have.
I hope people take inspiration from you. Maybe they decide to live some life like you do. And I love this. I could probably talk to you all day, but I know we got to let you go. You got to get ready for the next stuff. But if people want to reach out to you online, where can they find you? Where can they find The Killer's Confession?
Well, you can find The Killer's Confession on every major platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Did I say Twitter? Yeah, I don't even know what a tweet is, but it's on there. You can find it there. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can find The Killer's Confession. If you want to find me, I don't really do a personal Facebook, but I got my fan page. I got the fan page on Instagram. But if you want to get up close and personal with me, you can find me on Twitch. I do Twitch. I play video games, and I like it because I can actually talk to people while I'm playing, and I have a really good time. We play together, and they just beat me up the whole time. They kill me. They show me how bad I'm actually at. Oh yeah. Like then there's nights like, where'd Waylon get good? And I'm like, I got my cheaters on. I got my glass. When I put my glasses on, I could see you through a scope. But you can find me on Twitch, Waylon KC on Twitch. I usually do Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But I think I'm gonna do tonight because tomorrow I'm gonna take my son for the weekend. Tomorrow I'm taking him to see some anime in the theaters. Both my boys have begged me to take him. I'm like, okay.
Demon Slayer.
Yes, we're going to see Demon Slayer.
Yep.
We're going to go watch Demon Slayer tomorrow, so I'm going to go tonight. And then Saturday, I'm taking Jude to Universal, and we're going to do Volcano Bay and Universal Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
So get up and go do something, man. It's like
what game are you playing tonight? What game? Or when you stream next? What game?
Oh, tonight I think that I'm going to do Outriders with my buddy Joker Aaron, who was just on here. Me and him have beaten the snot out of that game, so I'm going to do Outriders with him, and that game's pretty good. I enjoy it, but I'm really looking forward to. Well, I'm really not, because it comes out the day I leave for tour. The new Resident Evil 8 with the big tall lady. And yes, I wanted the lady.
I have a friend, an actual ex-girlfriend that now cosplays as that character, and she's starting to blow up on TikTok because of it.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
That was a fetish I didn't even know I had. I didn't know about that. I seen it. I think it's cool. But when they told me she was 9'6", I'm like, what? I can't even imagine something that big. It's like, that's that. No. Okay. Maybe.
Even Andre the Giant would be like, whoa.
Yeah. Andre would be like, mama.
That's so awesome. Thank you again for your time. Waylon Reavis of A Killer's Confession. I look forward to you hitting the road sooner than later, hopefully, and coming by the area so we can help you make new memories.
Oh, I'm all about it. But, if you want to make a good memory, let's start with some food.
Okay. All right. The horseshoe. I'll take you to a horseshoe when you come into town.
I'm all about it. I'm all about the food, man. Because I don't do the drinking. I don't do the clubbing. If I do the clubbing, I'm going to be sitting in the back with the Coke going, let's see who falls first.
I love it. I'll get you a horseshoe.